Life after 40 often feels like a paradox. On one hand, you have already experienced much of life: the victories, the losses, the loves, the betrayals. You carry scars that tell stories of who you once were. On the other hand, you begin to sense how fragile time is. The days no longer stretch endlessly as they did in youth. They feel shorter, more precious. And with this realization comes a profound truth. The happiness we seek is rarely found in grand achievements or dramatic successes, but in the small, often overlooked moments of everyday life. After 40, many people discover that the so-called big goals they chased, wealth, promotions, recognition, while meaningful in their own way, do not guarantee peace. Some even achieve those things, only to find themselves restless, unsatisfied, still hungry for more. And then one day, while drinking morning tea in the quiet of dawn, or watching a child laugh, or feeling the warmth of the sun on their skin, they suddenly realize, this is happiness. This episode is about learning to treasure those small joys, to understand why they matter more after 40, and how they can transform the way you live. Happiness has long been misunderstood. Many imagine it as something grand: a dream house, a luxurious car, international vacations, or a perfect marriage. But real happiness often hides in small, ordinary details. The smell of rain after a hot day, the sound of your mother's voice on the phone, the taste of a simple meal cooked with care. After 40, the ability to recognize these joys becomes more important. Why? Because by this age, you have seen that nothing is permanent. Children grow and leave. Parents age and pass away. Friends move, careers shift, health declines. The impermanence of life teaches you to savor what is here now. I once knew a man named Robert, who in his 30s obsessed over career success. He spent nights in the office, missed family dinners, ignored vacations. At 45, his health collapsed. During recovery, he started sitting in his garden each morning, simply watching birds land on a tree. He told me, "I used to think happiness was in the corner office. Now I know it's in 5 minutes of quiet with a bird song." The joy was small, but the peace it brought was immeasurable. Another woman, Elena, shared that her happiest moments after 40 were when she cooked breakfast for her teenage daughter before school. "It's nothing special," she said, "just eggs and toast. But when she smiles and says thank you, I feel like the richest person alive." These small rituals, often dismissed as routine, are in fact the threads that weave a joyful life. The secret of small joys is presence. When you fully notice the taste of coffee, the laughter of a friend, the softness of a pillow at night, you root yourself in the present moment. Anxiety about the future fades, regret about the past softens, because joy only lives in the now. After 40, learning to be present is not just a spiritual practice. It is survival for the soul. Small joys also heal. Many people at midlife carry wounds: divorce, failure, disappointment. Large achievements cannot always erase pain, but small joys can soothe it. A walk at sunset, a favorite song, a handwritten note. These remind you that beauty still exists, even when life feels broken. There is a Japanese concept called ichigo ichi, which means one time, one meeting. It teaches that every encounter, every moment, is unique and will never come again. After 40, this idea resonates deeply. You realize the dinner with friends tonight may never be repeated in exactly the same way. The laugh you share with your child today may be gone tomorrow. So you learn to hold each moment as precious. Small joys also create resilience. A person who knows how to find happiness in small things can endure greater storms. When life throws challenges, job loss, illness, grief, the ability to see beauty in simple acts becomes a lifeline. A cup of tea, a walk, a smile can remind you that not all is lost. But how do we cultivate this way of living? First, slow down. Modern life encourages rushing: emails, deadlines, traffic, endless scrolling. But small joys hide in stillness. Wake up 10 minutes earlier to watch the sunrise. Walk without headphones to hear the city or nature. Eat without a phone in hand, tasting each bite. Second, practice gratitude. Write down 3 small things you appreciate each day: the way your spouse made you laugh, the color of the sky, the comfort of your bed. Gratitude transforms ordinary details into treasures. Third, simplify. After 40, many realize they don't need as much as they thought. Fewer possessions, fewer obligations, fewer toxic relationships. Simplicity clears space for joy. Owning fewer things makes the things you do own shine brighter. Spending time with fewer people makes those connections deeper. Fourth, connect with others. Happiness multiplies when shared. A small joy, a joke, a meal, a memory, becomes larger when given to someone else. After 40, friendships are fewer but more meaningful. Prioritize them. Fifth, care for your senses. Light a candle, play soft music, wear clothes that feel comfortable. Small sensory pleasures nourish the body and mind. They remind you that happiness does not always come from grand victories, but from daily kindness to yourself. Consider this. After 40, your life may be half over. Does this mean sadness? No. It means urgency. Urgency to cherish what is left. Every sunrise, every hug, every laugh is now more valuable because you know time is limited. Some people resist this idea, saying, "But I still want big dreams." Of course, dreams matter. But even while chasing them, do not overlook the small joys along the way. Big dreams are the mountains, small joys are the steps. Without steps, you cannot climb. Let us end with an image. Imagine yourself sitting at a table with a cup of tea. The window is open, a breeze moves the curtain. You hear birds. In that moment, nothing extraordinary happens. Yet your heart is at peace. That peace is happiness. That is what life after 40 invites you to discover. The greatness of small joys. Because when you learn to love the small, you realize it was never small at all. It was everything.